Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Darul Musannefin Shibli Academy, Azamgarh. Allama Shibli Nomani believed that advancement of knowledge is the only way for all-round success of the Muslim community. He realized the need for a modern institution for the study and research in the various branches of Islamic learning and Oriental languages. In the field of Oriental education, Allama Shibli Nomani helped in the foundation of Nadratul Ulama and Madrasul Ikhlas Raimir as model institutions for teaching of Arabic and Islamic studies. In the field of modern education, he founded National School in 1883, that is 2 years prior to the establishment of Indian National Congress. In the field of research, he conceived the idea of Darul Musannefin, a board of writers. Shibli Academy, where devoted and talented scholars were expected to conduct quality research work in conducive environment. A board of writers need a peaceful and serene environment for intellectual activity. In front of me is the conference hall and the flower beds, the manicured lawns. It was all wilderness earlier, but the present director, Professor Shibli, has an aesthetic taste, and he is very much for maintaining these flower beds and roses. Darul Musannefin, literally meaning a board of writers, was supposed to have scholars who could live in a congenial environment, read books, discuss among themselves, and then author books on specific topics.
The aims of the Academy as visualized by Shibli were as follows: to nurture and sustain a body of scholarly authors, to provide a congenial environment for scholars to write, compile and translate high quality work on Islamic, Oriental studies, history and literature, to undertake printing and publication of such work of the Academy. The Academy has been acknowledged as a center for producing authentic literature in the fields of Syria literature, Islamic history, Islamic learning, literature, medieval Indian history and Oriental studies. The Academy has published more than 200 titles in different fields as mentioned above. The achievements of the Academy were mentioned in an article published by Press Information Bureau of Government of India, New Delhi, on the occasion of Golden Jubilee celebration of the Academy in 1965 as follows: molded in the scholarly tradition of India's ancient centers of learning, the Darul Musannefin Shibli Academy in the old Azamgarh town of Uttar Pradesh has taken its place alongside some known modern research institutions. The small band of devoted scholars in the Academy who preferred the pursuit of knowledge to the lure of status, comforts or emoluments which could have been theirs for the asking, recalls the glory of the ancient scholars of Nalanda, Cairo, Taxila and Transoxania.
For this, they needed a library, well-equipped library with reading room where they can read and discuss, and have specific offices for authors. This is the office of senior most researcher called Rafiq here, Maulana Umair Siddiq Nadwi. He is also the joint editor of Marif. An environment where authors can read peacefully and then concentrate on their studies to author fine books. This is the central hall of the library, where previous director Maulana Ziauddin Islahi used to sit on this sofa and author books. He was easily accessible and people used to come and meet him here. Around us are the almiras containing all type of books on different topics. This is the table where founder secretary of Shibli Academy used to sit, Maulana Sayyid Salman Nadwi. This table has all the things which he left behind as such. Darul Musannefin Shibli Academy has a museum where the previous authors' books, dust covers, etc. has been preserved. Here in front of me is the picture of Maulana Abdul Salam Nadwi, and this section has been reserved for Maulana Abdul Salam Nadwi. Similarly, we have here all the title covers of the books published from the Academy and different informations which has been preserved in this glass cover. These are some of the a close of Allama Shibli Nomani, and here we have some of the important photographs and other information like this one of Allama Shibli Nomani in his young days. A rare photograph of Aligarh Muslim University with Professor Arnold, etc. And this is the section for the previous director, Sayyid Sabauddin Abdul Rahman. He was the recipient of President Award. This section is for Maulana Ziauddin Islahi. He is also receiving the President Award from Honorable Shankar Dayal Sharma. This is the welcome address for Shamsul Ulama Allama Shibli Nomani when he arrived in Hyderabad, with signatures of very important dignitaries over here. Section contains criticism about Allama Shibli Nomani, what others' opinion about Allama Shibli Nomani, and some rare photographs over here. And also the famous quote of Allama Shibli Nomani for Sirat Nabi. The authors with details about their books has been displayed over here. Starting from Allama Shibli Nomani, we move towards Maulana Sayyid Sulaiman Nadvi and then Abdul Salam Nadvi over here. In front of me are the employees of Shibli Academy who are keeping the museum clean, with the firefighting equipment also at place. In front of me is the photograph of the first president, the founder president of the Musannefin Shibli Academy, Maulana Abidin Fry. In this section have our most distinguished visitors displayed over here. It contains all the important names of that time. There are some rare photographs of an important delegation to Afghanistan and London, led by Sayyid Sulaiman Nadvi and others. As Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru used to stay in the academy, this is a very rare photograph of that time. 1965, when the Musannefin Shibli Academy completed 50 years, Dr. Zakir Hussain, who was then Vice President, and Nawab Sahaba Begum Hukal visited the academy in a grand function to celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the academy. These are some of the photographs of that time. This almirah contains well-bound editions of all the books published from Darul Musannefin Shibli Academy. Over 200 rare books, well written with the sweat of their brow. The life members of the academy and most distinguished visitors are displayed here, with the other volumes of Ma'arif from 1916. The complete set in this almirah, a monthly journal of the Musannefin Shibli Academy, which is coming out without fail since 1916. The academy was held in such high esteem by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad that when the founder secretary Sayyid Sulaiman Nadvi offered him a fellowship of the academy, he said that he would love to be even a porter in the academy. The library has a register for incoming visitors who endorse their name, etc. over here. And Mr. Kallu looks after all this activity. Amanullah is standing behind him. Some of the scholars are here engaged in reading books. Here books written by authors were put to butter paper by calligraphers. But now the academy has a well-equipped computer center where the books written by authors are composed on different programs specifically meant for composing Urdu and Arabic literature. Here we have this computer room where the employees of the academy are working to churn out books written by authors for printing. Now the books composed by computer are made into plates at this place. The machine man is standing before the machine. And here the plates, the used plates are grinded to make it workable again. This is the shaker which is grinding the plates, the used plates. And we have the old press, all the setup, very old press over here, on which the famous books of the Academy were composed earlier. This in front of me is the litho press, which could be used as offset, called Van Dyke process or something. But now we have a new press which is automatic, though it is very small, and this section over here is for correction of the mistakes, etc. The books composed on master paper or plates is being printed on this auto printer, on a small auto printer. The machine man is standing over there to regulate the printing. In front of me is a very old employee of the Academy, Mr. Rashid. Now I am entering the publication division. In front of me is Mr. Zarif, who looks after the dispatch of the books, a very old employee of the Academy, the accountant, Mr. Majid, and this is the office of the Joint Secretary and Dr. Fafrul Islam Azmi, who is the publication in charge. This is the book binding section with the cutting machine, and Shai is sitting over here who looks after the binding, and a very efficient employee of the Academy. Bookcase contains the books published by the Academy with newer edition of Sirat Nabi displayed over here. All the books over here. Now now special attention is being paid to the get-up, the fine printing of the books, etc., so that it can be made presentable. Library had no catalog system, neither it had a database to record all the books. But Professor Ishtiaqzali, the new director, was very much interested to modernize this system, and Mr. Mirza Hamdan Beg is sitting over here. He has done a lot of work for online order form on our website and cataloging the books in a database. Roses are here in the nursery, lot of roses all around. And now in front is the mosque of Academy, which is being extended to accommodate the number of namazis which are ever on the increase. This is the front view of the mosque. Earlier the mosque was up to this size, but it was doubled later on. And this extension is going on. The place for ablution and toilets over there. When Allama Shibli Nomani conceived the idea of Darul Musannefin, he was very passionate about it and wrote to his friends that he wanted to establish such an academy where scholars can come and do research, write very good books on specific topics, and that will also prove to be my burial ground. True to his saying, he is buried over here, along with his son on the side, Muhammad Hamid Hassan Nomani, and Maulana Ziauddin Islahi were there, and Sayyid Salahuddin Abdul Rahman this time.